Call to order the St. Cloud Metropolitan Transit Commission Board on Tuesday, the 18th of February at 4 p.m. Any additions? I'll let the record reflect that everyone is here. Any additions or changes to the agenda?
No.
Okay, well then is there a motion to approve?
Oh, second.
Moved and seconded, discussion, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. The consent agenda, listed items 5 through 8.
Move to approve. Second.
Moved and seconded, discussion, seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Consent agenda is adopted. Open forum. Anyone here? Don't see any. So we will move past that and go to general business. Number 9, assign board member to negotiations committee. So a motion for Rick to be on the...
Second.
I'll entertain that motion.
I'll make a motion. I'll
Okay,
second.
there's been a move and
Somebody else.
second.
Does that comply with HR policy?
That's it, man, I'm telling you.
Once you're on, you never leave.
Yep.
Yeah, but it pays well.
You lucky you're here.
Sometimes we get donuts.
All right, any other nominees or anything? All right, so motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All right.
For Rick, right?
For Rick.
For Rick, yep, that's the only nomination.
Right.
We close that, so all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
You can vote for yourself.
No, I can't.
Even he doesn't feel comfortable.
He knows himself best and knows that it would be a mistake. No, just kidding. Consideration of award for fleet liability, general liability, property, and miscellaneous insurance coverage for 2020-21.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. You have before you a proposal for renewal for the consideration of fleet liability, general liability, property, and miscellaneous insurance. You can see as on page 2 of the packet that you were provided, premium summary. We do have a slight increase with the number of new vehicles that we have, a few changes in property value, a few other minor things here, about a 3% increase in premium. The discussion items below that at this point are really, we're not recommending those. So it's up to any questions that you have or.
Sure. Questions or a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Without all the options.
Okay.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve. As presented without options. Discussion, seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Fair study update.
Commissioners, during the January board meeting, Metrobus was directed to start the fare increase process for our Connect service. However, with the departure of our planning manager, we seek your approval to delay the process until we have a replacement in place. Furthermore, we would like to do a system-wide fare study and tie the results in simultaneously across the board.
Meanwhile, we just charge everybody $10 an hour that's riding in Sartell.
Maybe 15.
15,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
At least you can
I'm
afford.
okay with that.
No, so you just keep everything and study. Yeah. Well, discussion on that?
Well, it makes sense if we're gonna do it in
Yeah.
the next 6 months, you might as well do them all at once. right?
Yeah.
Next year even, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the goal. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyone have any?
So are we just gonna leave Sartell pricing, their Connects pricing as it is then, or
As it is until.
Until there's a study that,
are we able to do that initial increase that we talked about?
Well, we're gonna increase the fare in Connects, but we don't.
Oh, you are?
Increase
Okay.
the fare in Connects and then come back 4 months from now, 5 months from now, and then do another fare increase within our, entire network. We wanna do the entire fare study
Okay.
one time and then increase the fares across the board. Because we
So
are
you-
gonna anticipate a fare increase within our existing paratransit service and our fixed
Mm-hmm.
route service. So we don't wanna confuse the customers and just focus on Connects and then come back 6 months from now and then raise the fare again. We just wanna keep the customers happy for right now, so to speak.
but you are increasing the connects.
Doesn't sound like we are.
Yeah, we are gonna increase the Connects, but not right now, because we wanna do a fare study.
Nothing's
before
gonna
we-
change until we do this study.
Until
we-
after the
Yeah,
study.
until we do the fare study and then tie in the results
Yeah.
across our board,
Yeah,
across
that
the
makes
system.
Yeah.
So fixed route, Connects, and paratransit, we'll raise the fare one time across all 3 modes versus just rushing to raise the fare right now and connects, and then come back again 5 months from now or 6 months from now to raise the fare on paratransit.
I think that would be
and fixed
counter
route.
to what we discussed, though, because the discussion was
Yeah.
to raise the fee and then have the study overall for the whole system. Because
Right.
there's a maximum you can raise the fee for anyways, and that's what we were advocating. So no matter what the study says, you're going to be raising it to the maximum. Because that was, I think, the direction for some that felt that, you
But
know.
the maximum could change if.
Based on the
If
para.
Tile ride changes
Yeah.
and Connects
Right.
could
We
change
change
too.
to again, so if you
Because
change the
that's what
fare
it's-
now to 250, and let's say.
Then
perfect
you
example,
would be
Have to raise
increasing
the
it
fee.
again. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't,
That's a
but
trouble.
I don't see that as a.
I don't see that being
problematic.
troubling though.
Don't you?
No.
I mean, as your citizens, because ours, it won't affect, I mean, really, but yours
Yeah.
it would.
I just don't see, I mean, we obviously need to publish that there's a change to the
Right.
fare, but it's a new option in the community, and as we, no pun intended, but try and dial that in.
Right.
I think actually it's helpful. You can see if that has an effect.
Right, if you just want to take that chance and then ridership decreases now, we raise the fare to 250, and then we look to raise it again to $3 or $3.25, and then look to raise the fare again on a fixed route of paratransit service. Like, we don't want to dampen the customer's choices of utilizing the
But you
service.
might not have had the support to do it if not for that change. I mean, I know, can't speak for everyone, but I was, more comfortable with raising that as a premium to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna do the fare study and not do it at all. You might have that option of not going forward with it. And I think it's better to continue the pilot with a premium.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
I agree. I think that's what we agreed to do.
Right.
Because otherwise, we're going to hold it against them when we look at the whole report again at next year. Now we're going to say, well, we don't have a whole year's fees with the fee increase now. So,
Okay.
because that's why we tried to do it early in the year to begin with. Because then it's going to look worse than it really is.
That could happen.
It could.
Yeah, it could.
So I think we do the fee increase like we planned on.
And the fee could say that it's gonna be twice, or it's gonna be, twice the dollar rate, which would automatically then do something with it.
The sentiment from last time was, we know we wanted to raise the fee.
Right,
And so I feel like regardless of what the study's telling us, we're gonna raise the fee.
right.
Based on the economics of the service. So let's raise the fee. If that then, after the study, we say, hey, we need to raise it again, maybe then we talk about a timeline of raising, of implementing that raise or increase. But I certainly would be in the support of, let's get it going now.
Oh, yeah, and at the end of the study, if it's a nominal fee based on what we do on the other things, then we don't need to raise
Yeah.
it to bring it just up to that level. We already have done that.
Right.
Okay, so just go ahead and raise the fee to 250 or that maximum rate that we can to connect, that number is for now. And then, once the study is complete, if the study says, okay, we need to raise it to $4, then we look at a timeline to gradually increasing it to $4
Making
while
the
we raise the
decision.
fare on our fixed route and paratransit service.
Yeah,
Am I saying that, am I hearing
Yep,
you guys
correct,
correctly?
yep.
Okay.
so I think, yeah, definitely support for the overall fair study, but I don't see delaying the connects.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Enough direction, you don't need a motion or anything. It's
No, just continue.
Okay.
Business.
Good. Department updates, training and safety update.
Good afternoon again, Commissioners. I'm excited to report to you that Training and Safety Department is hopping, and we continue to be busy. Outside of our monthly operator training classes, both unlicensed and licensed, on a regular basis. Sonny alluded to a few of these things last month regarding some of the things that we've been doing. The spring, we began back in 2018 doing our operator training activities, or to put a little NFL spin on it, our OTAs. So we bring the operators or all the CD licensed personnel in and run them through some stuff to keep them up to speed on just being conscious of what they're doing on a regular basis. We're working with Operations Department, also on an MTA with the Maintenance Department and dispatcher training activities as well, so DTAs. As an overall organization, every fall for the last 2 years, starting in 2018, again, we've done professional organizational development, or AKA our pods. We bring everybody through that, try to get a good mix of personnel in all those meetings, and update staff on policy procedures, try to get everybody on the same page, do some customer service stuff, and then the last 2 years we brought in an outside resource to work on morale and personal reflection and how we look at things when we're working for Metrobus. This last spring, 2019, we started our supervisor manager series, and what that is just trying to help our supervisors and managers with the tasks that they have on their as far as their responsibilities are concerned. We started out in the spring last year with just basics, policy awareness, and kind of supervisor 101. We're going to do the second leg of that here coming up at the end of this month and the first part of March, where we're going to bring another outside resource in and talk about just general communication, both peer-to-peer and then the varying levels of supervisory to employee, those types of things. So we did also bring in some outside resources last year as part of our pods. The last couple of years we brought in Top 20 Thinking. Again, that was dealing with how we look at things, both internally and externally as an organization, and how we can change things amongst ourselves or within ourselves to help create a positive work environment. Recently, our managers, supervisors, and some of our support staff went through a Strengths Finder training where we've learned about our strengths and what we're really capable of and excel at, and how to promote those things amongst each other. We just completed reasonable suspicion training with the assistance again of an outside source to help with fit for duty checks. We can monthly. We're also the training staff is working with onboard visits, just checking with all the operators monthly, just to see how everybody's doing. Kind of review some standard operating procedures that we've installed over the last couple of years. And again, just to kind of touch base and connect with everybody. And then we also have remedial training that we do periodically regarding, we've developed a standard level of remedial training based on a level of discipline if there's discipline involved. We're working on potentially attending some ADA etiquette training. We brought in some dementia friends and trained with that a little bit. We're also working on some other internal trainings. We represent Metrobus on the RTAP Advisory Council in Minnesota, and then we also did a presentation at the annual MIPTA conference this fall on operator safety. And then we're also working with, or not working, well, we're working with other agencies as the FTA has brought down a final rule for entry-level driver trainers. And we're just think that final rule deadline has been pushed back for 2 years, so we've got a little bit of a cushion here now to work with that some more. So that's what we're doing in training. We're never a dull moment. From a safety perspective, we're looking at avoiding accidents and keeping our employees and our passengers, our customers safe. So we're looking at safety promotion. We have a monthly safety committee that meets the fourth Thursday of every month. We've done a couple of safety audits where we've gone around our facilities and looked things over. And we have two insurance agents, our two insurance agents sit on that committee with us as kind of ad hoc type thing, just as advisory type stuff. And so we reviewed some of the safety stuff. Overall, it went pretty good, just some house cleaning things that we needed to do. So that turned out well. And then we reviewed the accidents, both from a liability, or from a causal standpoint, from the liability with the buses and stuff. And then also we look at trends on the work comp side as to what's happening amongst our employees and how can we mitigate some of that stuff as we continue to work through being safe out there. We've put together a safety board that has a monthly theme. It's sits out on one of the bulletin boards out in the operator's room that talks. February is Heart Health Month, so we've got some heart stuff out there. And last Friday, or 2 Fridays ago, we did, it was National Wear Red Day for, heart health, and so we did that. And then if you've seen, there's various snap frames around the facilities that promote health message, or not health messages, but well, some of them are health
Yeah,
messages.
some are health
Yeah. Safety messages, and then with the help of Nate, we've created some stark reminders to promote health, or safety and health as well, so.
Which happens to be his last name. So.
Yeah. Yep. And then on the federal level with the safety too, there's also been a final rule that's come down from the FTA that we need to be working on a public transit agency safety plan, which we are, and you'll be hearing more of that as we progress over the next couple of months. So, like I said, we're excited. Never a dull moment. Always hopping. Feel free to stop in at any one of our classes anytime, or jump on the bus with one of our instructors. So, any questions?
Any questions from board members? Nope. All right. Any other announcements or anything?
Well, just want to clarify, once we have a new planning manager on board, the very first priority would be to raise the Connects fare.
I think you could
So
just
just
do
do
that
it.
as
Just
soon
do
as
public
you
hearings.
possibly can, yeah.
All right, so start the process now with the public hearings and just go through that whole
Yep.
checklist of events, criteria leading up to the fare increase.
Because
Start
that's a
that now.
specific service, so your public hearing wouldn't be for the whole system.
No, it'd just be for Connects.
Yeah,
Just don't have to have one. Okay.
If that's the wishes of everyone, okay. And then I do have an announcement. You were nice enough to mention my birthday last month. And you have one this year too, right?
We all do.
When you get so old, you don't have any more.
Yeah,
Is that your case?
Rick ended a long time ago. But tomorrow is your birthday, so yeah, happy birthday
Happy
Eve.
birthday.
Thank you.
You don't look a day over 73, so looking good.
Need to see how that day looks.
We're here.
So what age do you identify with? 30 or something?
Yeah,
What are you, 42?
41.
41. I knew it wasn't long ago you were 40 under 40.
yeah, because you're on the under 40 deal, yeah.
Boy, you just made that one.
You
huh?
just made that.
I have to accept it.
Dang.
Mine's identified as different age now, so
Yeah.
you're good.
Getting to the golden ages, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Should have had cake today, but that would be, you should never have cake the day before your birthday. It's a bad omen.
Is that what it is?
You gotta make it before. Well, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Commissioners. Thank you.
Any other announcements or anything? Okay, then motion to adjourn.
Oh,
Second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned then at 18
That's good. I
minutes
got a 5
after.
o'clock console.
There you go.